Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure. And last time, we went up onto Rusty's Fun Masks, and we were in search of a freeze gun that we had taken from the Nitro Stalker, supposedly. In our past life, I guess, when we were a badass, that Mojo wanted. He wanted that freeze gun as a memento. Kind of worried about him having a freeze gun, but nonetheless, we got the freeze gun. It was up on top of the roof. We met some Morlock hunters, I guess. I don't know if Morlocks actually exist. I think they're just LARPing. And so yeah, we're gonna go see Mojo. We're gonna get our USB drive on, and everything is gonna be fantastic.
You got it, didn't you? The Nitro Stalker freeze gun. So cool.
Yeah.
My group is gonna be so jealous.
Firm warning.
Fine. I'll tell you what. You say one word about this to anybody, and I'll deflate the tires of your wheelchair. I'm in enough trouble with the cops.
Fine, okay, I won't say anything. Threatened by Tex Murphy. This is so cool.
Merry Christmas.
Threatened by Tex Murphy. This is fantastic. Alright, so we got ourselves, thunder and lightning.
We may only get one chance, Carlos, so I wanted to go over the plan one more time. If Margaret shows up at the Ritz, call me immediately. If I'm delayed, detain her. We have to assume she won't give up the egg voluntarily, but I want to talk to her first. You know why I've given you the cryo chamber, but that has to be the very last resort. And if anything happens to me, I'll need you to contact a friend of mine. Keep it safe until I retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like Mason and Margaret had a major disagreement. I need to locate both of them and get to the bottom of this. I decide to head back to my office to sort things out.
Why we need to be in our vehicle is beyond me. But who's in our office?
Hey, cowboy. Any memories coming back yet?
Not so far, but something tells me I might be missing out on some really good ones.
That's solid detective work.
So, were we dating?
Dating? Oh, that's so cute. I guess you can call it that. But we were also working together in a more professional capacity.
Well, now my detective skills are picking up a little sarcasm.
Seriously, cowboy, you're good. I've learned a lot working with you the past couple weeks.
Don't do it, Tex. It's a trap.
You and I were working on a case together. Do you mind telling me about that?
Not at all. You wanted a list of tenants here at the Ritz as far back as I could go.
Why would I do that?
It was your dreams. They were vivid before, but they were getting out of control. It's almost like they were changing you into someone else. You talked about seeing things from the past, but you wouldn't give me details. You were incredibly stressed. It was like you actually believed this apartment was haunted. You even started looking into psychometry.
My God, I totally knew it.
Psychometry.
It's haunted.
It's the belief that an object can contain a person's energy or memories.
So, not only am I an amnesiac, but I'm a paranormal idiot. Great.
Sounds crazy, I know. But then we found out about Donnelly.
Who?
J.T. Donnelly. It was the most bizarre thing. I'd heard you mention the name in your sleep. But then, his name turned up when I checked out the previous tenants.
So who is this guy?
He's a private investigator, a real old school brute. He worked for some powerful, influential people, but then he disappeared around 1943. His last known address was here.
San Francisco.
No, here, at the Ritz in this exact apartment.
Okay, that's a little bizarre.
It gets bizarrier. You called me one night, raving like a lunatic, saying the walls were talking. I rushed over and found holes smashed in the wall, and you curled up on the floor in a ball.
Well, I'm glad to hear I haven't changed that much.
You wouldn't tell me what had happened. But after that, you wouldn't sleep here. That's when you got your new place and started to sleep there.
Hold on. I have another place?
Yes, you do. And it's even nicer than here.
This is all crazy. I think I'm gonna sleep here tonight just to see whether it affects me in the same way.
Do you want some company?
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, Taylor, I'm beginning to see what the other me saw in you. But in my head, it's still 2043. I've got to tell you, there was somebody else.
Chelsea, I know. I know how much she meant to you, Tex. Losing her was traumatic as hell for you. But she's gone. And there's nothing you can say or do or don't do that's gonna bring her back. Do you feel that?
Those are my boobs.
Sure do.
I'm alive. And that's my heart. It's yours if you want it. And it comes with all the other bits.
Wow, that's a great deal. Oh, stay true to Chelsea or go with Taylor. Oh gosh, you guys. Oh, I feel like Chelsea's probably still alive. Taylor's helping me out, but I feel like this is a trap. But I feel like to find the truth, we're gonna have to go with Taylor.
Well, I think it's time for the big sleepover. I'll make popcorn.
And I'll pitch the tent.
Not subtle whatsoever.
Six hours later, the rain was finally letting up. Somebody once said, you can't change the past, only the course you're on. And that's what I intend to do. It's time for me to take my ship in a new direction. Being with Taylor last night felt comfortable. She accepted me as I am. Maybe I ought to accept myself in the same way. Still, I know I'm in the middle of something sinister, and I've got to deal with it. I've got to find a way to get my recent memory back. Then I can go forward and start a new day. As Taylor was leaving, she slips me a key to a place called the Resort, and said it might provide some insights about myself over the last few years. She wasn't kidding.
Oh my. So we're gonna get to see where we were staying, I'm supposing? Interesting. Ooh, the Nitro Stalker case shattered.
Nitro case shattered? By Tex Murphy? When did I become an attention seeker?
I look a bit angry in that picture. Nothing there. Ooh!
These watches are worth a small fortune.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this?
I'm hoping this newspaper article is not some sentimental keepsake.
Oh, well, that's fine. Nope. Ooh. Glasses?
Looks like I like to wear sunglasses at night.
Turn into that kind of a badass. And nothing in there, and nothing in there, unfortunately. Oh, that'll take me back to where I need to go, so that's fine. We won't worry about that door. What about in this drawer? Nope, not a single thing. Single thing! It's a no thing! Oh my god. You can see where my brain's going.
That
Knife?
is an intimidating knife.
Yeah. Turn into an angry person. Ah!
When I think of women in my past who were black book quality, Regan Madsen from my Pandora case always comes to mind.
The little flashback then? Ooh.
Well, I suppose you've already sat in my chair and I've eaten my porridge, too.
Took you long enough. I thought I was gonna have to stir it in by myself. I hope you don't mind I made myself comfortable. And I'm very comfortable.
Yeah, you look
How long does it take you to smoke that cigarette?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
He was vicious, mean, nasty, and rotten to the core. I still think fondly of her almost every day.
Smooth, Tex. Nothing in drawer B. How about drawer C? Nada. How about in there? No. Ooh.
Maybe I should go get checked out at a medical clinic for reasons other than my head injury.
Ooh. Why is that? X51. Or no, wait. What is that? Call me. Oh gosh, everything's smeared out. Ooh. So, what is that? X5. So, 16 times. 16 times 9? Oh my god, my brain. It is. 4. What is that? 9. 14? 144? 144. Interesting. Okay. I think that's what it is. 16 times 9 is 144, I think. So. Note. Tex, I know you hate Maldonado, but he has his uses. I will throw an additional 5K if you will work with him, possibly. Or peaceably. There we go. Mason. Okay. So Mason was sending us letters. Do I have anything on this thing? Oh, I don't. Okay. Nothing in there. Fire. Nothing there. Check this drawer. Nope. How about this one? Ah, black gloves.
Gloves?
I'm a murderer now. God. Hey, if the gloves don't fit, you can't acquit. See, I've got another job. Oh, it looked like a dollar sign. I got another job for you. Money, money, money. Absolutely hate, or absolutely half measures. Slade? Like Deathstroke Slade, or I don't know. God.
Brass knuckles. That's a big departure from my non-lethal weapons collection.
My non-lethal weapons collection. Nothing in here other than that. That's... Ooh. This be a thing? No. I don't really see this being a thing. There was nothing here. Is there... Ooh. Underneath the cushion is... Oh my gosh, play.
Emily? Oh man. I hope she's doing this to get through school.
Oh, of course. That was under there. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I think I know what to do though. 144. Oh! I am a badass. No, just kidding. But yeah, that was actually kind of easy to figure out.
Where did I get this kind of money? Did I really turn into a gun-for-hire mercenary that everybody's afraid of?
There's something about this setup that just feels wrong. Like advanced mind manipulation. This place is littered with items to make you think you're someone you're not. We already know they injected you with a trance inducer. They're pulling the strings to deceive you into doing something for them.
Oh my gosh. He is totally right. I am being manipulated because he was talking about how after certain therapy and behavioral adjustments or whatever he said, you could forget your past. They're totally doing that. They're manipulating me into believing I was somebody I was not, and that's making me into a different person, or it's making me at least forget about things. Oh my god, this is a beautiful bathroom though. Oh wow. But oh, what's in there? Oh my god, some boots.
Some habits die hard.
Nothing really. I don't think. Let's see. Flashlight? No. Nothing in there. Nice hot tub though. I'm gonna check everything else though. Nothing in there. No towels. Nothing about the mirror. Drawer number 1. Ew. Drawer number 2. Ew. Drawer number 3. Oh, interesting.
I'm hoping this isn't mine.
Me too, Tex. Nothing there. Nothing about the candles. I don't really think there's going to be much to this other than just learning about our past, but nothing really here tells me very much about what we did, other than, like, loves, things like that. But honestly, those could have all been placed items to make me believe I did things that I haven't done, or, you know, they might be situational. There's not really anything else I see in here. Nothing on the phone. I think that's pretty much it. Let me look at my inventory. What is this? OBV, Offshore Bank of Venezuela. Tex Murphy, account number, blah, blah, blah. $1,545,007. Oh my God. This number. I wonder if I could use this number with the vid phone. I don't think it can.
That accomplished nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Alright, let's go back to Chandler Avenue. Because, I mean, there's nothing else there, and I can go back if I need to.
You have a fax.
I have a fax! Perfect. She didn't leave me anything else. Did she leave me anything in the bathroom? No.
On Saturday nights,
See,
I pushed the
ghosts!
furniture to the wall
I told
and cut
you
loose on the
guys.
dance floor.
I also told you that I punched holes in them, so it's my fault. Thank you.
Looks like Archie's back in town.
Perfect! I can talk to Archie. Tex, drop by the 3 cards midnight. I got some exciting information about your case. Well, that's fantastic. Alright. Let's go talk to Archie and see what's going on with that situation. Not really learning a whole lot about myself, though. Or the case, really. I mean, it just gets deeper and deeper.
Archie Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
It's important that he is, though, because he's our friend. These shades of green.
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know, most alien abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Under the radar?
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Last I saw you, you were on some tropical island hiding out from the NSA.
Okay, like I told you before, I wasn't hiding. I was relaxed. So, and of course, you don't even remember talking to me, do you? Let me see where you got hit.
Oh, okay.
Yowza!
You really back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
Yeah. My wicked ways?
Also turned into a heartless jerk, apparently.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Archie. Stranger in fiction.
So, have you heard anything about what I was working on before the aliens got me?
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
Oh, wow.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder. I need you to enter 2 names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard? She's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Nikola. The cough drop?
Nikola Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio. He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryogenics.
So are we almost to the part about Margaret Leonard?
Right. Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cache just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets
Margaret Leonard.
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. After that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cache since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. I learned the phrase, "Baños rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!"
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The press called it, a death ray, cooler name. But a few years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cache. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that.
Okay, that was a lot of information. Oh my gosh. But I know somebody who gets some secret cache of Tesla inventions. And he's right next door. And if they had a baby, that's him? I don't know. We'll find out. Tex Murphy.
And I'll never forget what you did tipping me off before that whack job NSA guy could get me.
Is that a good thing? I'm glad I tipped you off, I think.
Seems nice.
Does it?
You know me, Murph. Always up for an adventure. As long as I don't have to go anywhere. You like my shop? Kind of like my old one, the Cosmic Connection. But I had to change the name in case, the NSA and all that. I eat at the brew and stew all the time.
Okay. These answers are very short, and then he seems like he wants to keep talking. It's kind of like throwing me for a loop here. Text memory loss.
I actually wouldn't mind forgetting a few years of my own life, mostly my teenage years.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Hollow Babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were.
Hold on, I gotta hear that again.
Yeah. Oh, that's the hollow babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I didn't catch it the first time. It was like, what? Anyway.
He's not very friendly, is he?
No, but he also has things that you are talking about.
Gosh, you'd think a sidekick would be a little more helpful, huh?
It's okay, buddy. We'll figure out a better suited situation job for you.
My
Inspector
little
Burns.
buddy Mojo works over there. We hang out a lot, but I can't stay there too long. Something makes my eyeballs burn.
The food? Probably.
Don't know about that.
Don't worry, I took care of that. I just wanted to know if you knew anything about it. Glad you don't.
Donnelly's kind of a mysterious character. He was a private detective Tesla may have hired not long before he died. There's a mention of it in one of Tesla's letters.
Interesting.
You know, both aliens and ghosts can communicate through their dreams. It's a proven fact.
Okay, so I got ghosts, or I got aliens, or I got both, according to Archie.
I've been checking my sources, but no one's heard a thing about her in years.
In years, alright, so.
He died like 40 years ago, and either left the Tesla cash with Margaret Leonard or somebody else. Or he took it to the grave.
I know who he took it with.
The Tesla cash is right up there for me. Oh, and the death ray? Well, the name says it all, doesn't it?
Archie really wants himself a death ray. I don't envy him.
As I leave, Archie hands me an old photograph of Margaret Leonard. Maybe someone else on Chandler will recognize her from the picture.
Oh, I think I know who might recognize her. Oh, and of course he's closed. Son of a... Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure. And hopefully next time we get some more answers. So, see you next time, guys.